Hey, welcome back to the Big Show Daily Flash. September is Healthy Aging Month, and our next guest has helped more than 75,000 patients live healthier lives during the course of his 10-year medical career.
Please welcome the author of Healthy from the Inside Out, Dr. Elliot Hirshorn.
Hey, all right.
Doctor, welcome. Good to
Thank
see
you
you.
so much for having me.
It's something that everybody wants to do, is living healthy here. You're giving people the gift of life, if you think about it.
Absolutely.
And it's not really all that difficult to actually kind of, have a different way of thinking, I would suppose, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And aging healthy it's basically living your life and having a great quality of life pretty much all the way up to the end.
Okay.
And the Endocrinology of Aging Journal says that diabetes, which is very prevalent, is a cause of accelerated aging. And we know that celebrities like Paula Deen and Tom Hanks and Drew Carey, they've all suffered with diabetes, but diabetes doesn't start overnight. It's a gradual process. It actually starts with a process called insulin resistance, then it turns into prediabetes and then diabetes. And 80 million Americans have prediabetes and they really have no clue.
Right.
But there are signs and symptoms and some bad habits that we can recognize that could give you some clue as to what's going on.
And you say there are 7 bad habits specifically.
There are,
Okay,
yes.
let's start out with the first one.
So the first one is craving sweets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly reaching for a sweet treat, that could be one of those bad habits that could lead to insulin resistance, prediabetes, diabetes, and ultimately accelerate the aging process.
All right, imagine after you get off that sugar high, you're saying, well, I got to bump back up. I need some coffee. I need caffeine, right?
Yeah, that's number 2. So depending on coffee to get through your day
Guilty.
it is a problem. So if you like the taste, it actually is a great source of antioxidants, but when you throw all of the sugar stuff in there, that's where it becomes a problem because sugar and carbohydrates lead to the prediabetes and diabetes. So that's another bad habit.
What about forgetful between
Yes.
meals?
Yeah, I can't really remember this one.
Forgetful between meals.
Between
Be-
meals.
between the meals,
Between
yes.
the meals,
Yes.
yes, in particular. So you come back from lunch and you look at your workstation and there are Post-it notes everywhere. So if you're dependent on those types of crutches constantly to remember the things that you have to do, that's another bad sign that could accelerate the aging process.
So these are all signs you'll need to look out for. You could be possibly pre-diabetes. Another one is being, tired and exhausted after eating.
Right, so if you have really low energy and you're napping a lot just to get through your day, that's another bad habit that could put you on this process.
Okay, frequent urination, that's another sign, right?
Yeah, so if you're planning your day around where is the next bathroom stop, this is also one of those bad
uncles?
habits.
But listen, if you drink a lot of water and you go to it, it's totally different than
That is-
keep your
that
eye
is-
on your
that's
pee.
different.
I've heard doctors
Yeah.
say that. The color, right?
Clear and copious.
Clear and copious.
That's the name of my next book. Okay, everybody has suffered this. I can't see anybody who
Yes.
has it. Hard
Yes.
losing weight.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it seems like we all go through that. No
If
matter
you're
what.
doing the yo-yo dieting, and it's as bad as my yo-yo skills, that's difficulty losing weight's another sign,
Okay.
or a bad habit is the yo-yo dieting.
We're talking about you doing everything you can, and it's just, I just can't seem to lose
Yeah,
the weight.
there's something going
Yeah.
on then if you're doing the diet and the exercise and all
Makes
those things
sense.
you know you do.
What about blurry vision?
Yeah, so even if you have glasses, if you are squinting and you've got blurry vision, that's another sign that you've got this process of insulin resistance, prediabetes, diabetes, and it's going to accelerate your aging.
We looked at all those, but how can we reverse it?
Yes.
It's not as hard as we think, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so if you want to stay young, Y-O-U-N-G is how you fix it. So your diet matters. And so when you go to the grocery store, I want you to focus on the perimeter and get things like your fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay. I also want you to be getting the lean, healthy meats and proteins and healthy fats like in olives. And I want you to avoid the center of the grocery store where you're going to find a lot of your packaged goods, like these things over here. Now, this is a healthier option, but the packaged goods inside the middle of the store, that's the ultra-processed stuff you want to stay away from.
Okay. Now, a lot of times, it seems like until we get older, we kind of figure out, I always notice this. Is that normal where we kind of trying to figure out really what our body's doing altogether?
Yes, it is normal, and it's actually almost the next step.
Okay,
So
all right.
I'll get to that in just a second. So first we want to is optimize our exercise.
Okay.
Yeah. So we want to move quickly, but if you're a couch potato, I don't mean go run a marathon tomorrow. You have to take the next logical step. So maybe just walk around your block. That's a great way to help sensitize your body to the sugar that you're eating and help prevent insulin resistance and
you get some
move it-
steps in for your
Yeah,
watch,
you
too.
move it or you
Yeah,
lose it, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
All right.
And so you is understand your body, and
Okay,
that's
there we
where
go.
you want to get information about what's going on the inside so you can get healthy from the inside out. That's why I named my book that. So when you go to your doctor, ask them to go deeper than your routine labs. So for example, you can actually get an insulin resistance score to find out where you're at in this process, but it's not part of your routine physical, so you have to ask for that.
Okay. You've got 2 letters left in the acronym. Yes. Nurture healthy habits.
Yes. So the healthiest habit that you can nurture, aside from diet and exercise, is sleep.
Oh,
so
well, I tell you what, man.
Sleep is where you get your healing, regeneration, and repair. So you got to set yourself up for success here. So in your room, it needs to be dark. It needs to be as cool as you can tolerate. And you need to avoid screens.
Yes, that's true.
And eating and drinking a few hours before bed to help your body start to wind down and get ready for that sleep.
All right. Yeah. Finally, the last letter, G.
G is get involved. Okay. We all know over the last couple of years, social isolation has led to lots of problems. And research shows that if you are involved in community with other people, it actually helps reduce chronic disease like diabetes.
All right, I love this. So staying young. I love this. Great tips.
Yeah, Y-O-U-N-G.
Very, very good. It's all outlined in your book. Basically, is it go out besides that and kind of showing us how we can do it?
Absolutely.
Step by step, or?
Yeah, I talk about my own journey into health and functional medicine. So I weave some of my own personal stories, some family stories in there. And it talks about how you can get literally healthy from the inside out. So testing that you need to have done, and then what to do to approach the results that you get so you can live a good quality life and be younger longer.
So just wherever you're at in life, health-wise or whatever, right now, if you make that decision, you can kind of reverse it.
It's never too late. Yeah. It's all about what you're going to decide to do today.
All right. This book sounds very intriguing. And if you want to get a copy, where can folks go if they want to get healthy from the inside out?
They can go to my website, drelliothirshorn.com.
All right. Very good. We'll have links on our website, of course, as well. Doc, you laid it out great for us. The only thing is now I have to live this. I can do it, right?
Yes.
That's right. Anybody can do it. It's about making small choices.
Very, very
cool. Love it. That was terrific. Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Hirshorn.
you.
It was
Thank
terrific.
you.
All righty. We'll have more Flash coming up right after this. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you.